In this video, we'll be talking about how to retire early with real estate investing. If you're new to the channel and want to learn how to make more money, subscribe and click the bell. That way you never miss a video. Number 1, establish financial security. In order for you to even think about retiring early, you have to pay off your debt or at least get it under control. If you are trying to retire with high-interest consumer debt, you likely won't succeed. At the bare minimum, you at least want to pay off your student loans and your credit cards. In the best-case scenario, you want to have the mortgage for your main residence paid off as well. However, as long as you're close to paying off your mortgage or at least on the right path for paying off your mortgage, then you should be good. Right now is the best time to start taking control of your budget. Start saving your money. Don't buy the luxury brand items. Save money and buy the off-brand. Start living below your means and put all of your attention and energy on paying off all high-interest debts. Number 2, know your income needs. Once you reach the point where you are debt-free, you want to figure out your monthly income needs. What do your monthly expenses look like? How much money do you need to live each month? You need to figure out how much money it's going to cost you to live your current lifestyle or the lifestyle you want to live. Now remember the dollar figure that you come up with. This is your goal. This is a number that you want to reach in order to live your chosen lifestyle each month. You can retire with a peace of mind knowing that your living expenses and regular bills are going to be easily covered each month. So if you plan on retiring by investing in real estate, then you know that you've got to make your monthly money figure from your rental properties. This is your monthly cash flow requirement. It's important to think about your goals after retirement. Do you plan on having the same lifestyle or doing something different? Will you be vacationing more? Will you want to start pursuing other hobbies? Or will you want to downsize and live in a small cabin in Colorado? Now, think about how much money your retirement lifestyle will cost you. You can consider this your goal number when you're creating your real estate portfolio. You may have other streams of passive income, like a side hustle or money from dividends to help you reach this goal number. However, if you don't have multiple streams of income, you'll have to rely entirely on your real estate portfolio. When it comes to the standard withdrawal rate for retirement accounts, most experts suggest that retirees shouldn't withdraw more than 4% of their retirement balance each year. For example, if you have $1 million, you shouldn't withdraw more than $40,000. This will help make your retirement funds last. However, if you're living off of income made from real estate, then you might not need to withdraw from your retirement accounts at all. This is great because your retirement accounts can keep on growing for you to tap into in the future. Number 3, prepare for emergencies. Sometimes things happen. Every now and then a disaster could occur out of nowhere. When this happens, it's best to have an emergency stash of money stored away for these types of occasions. If you're planning on retiring early with real estate, you need to have a backup plan in place and a nice chunk of cash readily available for you to use during an emergency. The average person might want to have 3 to 6 months worth of expenses saved up. However, this rule of thumb usually applies to people who are still working, so if you are planning on retiring and living off of your real estate, you might want to have even more than that saved up. You might want to consider saving as much as 12 months worth of expenses before quitting your job and retiring. This will give you some security and peace of mind knowing that you'll be prepared in case of an unexpected disaster. Number 4, know the rental income. If you are someone who already has a real estate portfolio, take note of how much money you are currently making. How far away are you from your goal number? It's important that you understand each property's rental history. What properties seem to always be vacant? What properties are always occupied? You also want to look at your average rent received each year and use that number to help you figure out where you currently are in relation to your target number. Does your current portfolio provide you the ideal monthly income for you to retire early, or will you need more? Remember to include things like repair costs, maintenance, and any unexpected emergencies with the home. Also, keep in mind if the house has a mortgage, you'll want to subtract that from your income as well. The goal here is to figure out your bottom line. You want to figure out how much money you are bringing home each month. Number 5, figure in taxes. You'll be responsible for taxes because you are operating your own business with real estate. There's always going to be tax liabilities, but the good news is that you'll have a lot of write-offs. Make sure you take into account how much you'll be paying in taxes because this will decrease your monthly cash flow. Number 6, be selective about your real estate properties. This might be obvious, but if you are planning to retire using real estate, you'll want to have good properties. Good properties are properties that renters will want to live in. Think of it from the renter's perspective. What kinds of people will be renting your property? Are they people in their 20s, 30s, or 40s? Are they people with kids or are they single? What kind of area would these people like to live in? If you think the main people who will be renting your property is young families, then you might want to stick to homes that are close to parks and schools. If your main renters are retirees or older couples, you might want to avoid homes with stairs and second floors. Are your rental homes the ideal size for your target renter? Make sure you look at the home's style, its features, and anything else you think renters might be looking at. You should be asking yourself all of these questions and more to help you determine what properties to buy. You can't just purchase a property for the sake of purchasing a property. Just because you have a rental property doesn't mean that it's going to bring you the income you'll need for retirement. Make sure you do your homework and research. Know exactly who your renters will be and buy homes that will fit their requirements. Number 7, invest in your properties. Remember that buying a property is just the beginning. You are in charge of keeping that property in good condition. It is your responsibility to drop what you're doing and fix whatever needs to be fixed if need be. However, in addition to routine maintenance, you'll want to reinvest money back into your property. This will not only increase the property's value, but it will also increase how much you can charge for future rent. The great thing about rental properties is that not only do they create cash flow, but they also appreciate through time. So if you invest money into your property now, it will pay off in the long run. Number 8, find the right tenants. Finding the best tenants to stay in your rental property could be more challenging than finding the rental property itself. You don't want just any person off the street renting your house. Here are some tips to help you find the right tenants. A, use a rental application. A good rental application will ask the future renters questions about their employment, financial information, income, pets, and lifestyle. Be on the lookout for any red flags. B, pull credit. Check out their credit history and score. Make sure they pay their bills on time and notice if you see anything suspicious. C, run a background check. Do they have any criminal history, public records, or evictions? You might also want to call the applicant's previous landlord to find out more information. Before I move on to number 9, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe and click the bell. That way you'll be the first to see my next money-making video. Also, type the word yes down below if you are going to try to retire early with real estate. Number 9, keep building your real estate portfolio. Having a good foundation is great, but you want to always keep putting money back into your real estate portfolio so it keeps on growing. It's always important to check in every once in a while and reassess your income needs. If you find yourself needing more money, you may want to acquire more properties. Or if you notice that some properties are underperforming, you might want to sell them and invest your money someplace else. The key is to stay organized, do your research, and check in with your income and spending from time to time to make sure everything is running smoothly. If you want to know how to buy a house with $0 down, click the video on the screen. Here I'll tell you everything you need to know in order to buy a house with little to no money.